sure I choose the, okay, we're going.
Hopefully he sounds okay.
Live now. Look, I hit the wrong button and we're going to go live. Hey, everybody. I hit the wrong button, didn't hit the countdown. We're just going right into this today. So if you didn't get to join us, I am going to do a quick little watch and make sure that we're live here on YouTube. That's what I usually do during the countdown and make sure it actually is working. And yep, I see us and I see waveform. So we're good. We're going live right now. All right. Today on POS Uncensored with no countdown, where I usually prep my question in my first question, and I didn't think of now, but we're talking HotSauce. And HotSauce is one of our long-standing point-of-sale systems. It's a Windows-based system. It's a server-based system within the system, but has some cloud capabilities for reporting. Give us the 30-second to 60-second overview of HotSauce. Most of our partners who have been with us have probably heard this a lot. Those who are new, this is our quick elevator pitch by Matt Proctor on HotSauce.
Here we go. You need a true software legacy POS system. HotSauce is your go-to. It's like Micro's Aloha had a baby. So anytime you're switching out that big classic 15-inch screen, they've used digital dining or Aloha forever, HotSauce is the perfect feature for them. Okay, so when I say legacy, guys, it's Windows-based. There's a warranty on the hardware for life. That's unheard of in the industry. Phenomenal for bars, okay? Full service bars, restaurants. They are our best system for bar tabs. If they need 150 tabs at any given night or they're 5 deep at the bar, HotSauce is our go-to. They also do Spanish extremely well. So we, in Texas especially, we have probably 100 now Hispanic restaurants because they can do bilingual support. They do printing in Spanish to the kitchen. They do Spanish on the front end, and it can even switch back and forth from English to Spanish. So Spanish restaurants, bars, and they also can do pizza. So there's a few different verticals there that you can attack the heck out of them with a legacy system like HotSauce. That was probably over 30 seconds. Oh, I lost your audio. I can't hear you.
There we go. I had a cough. Okay. The cough button. Got to hit the cough button off when you hit the cough button, or you don't hear it. I think it was probably 2019, maybe 2018. I don't remember exactly. My first experience, went down to the HotSauce office, and they took us to what was then, I know it's changed. It's no longer a nightclub. It's a different like dinner venue. I don't know if they're still using HotSauce, but at the time there was the Opera Nightclub, downtown Atlanta. And it was the place, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say they had 30 set terminals and had 40 in a back room that they could bring out when the place got really hopping. And they loved HotSauce. They were just talking about how they had switched it out from, they had an old a micro system and they'd switched to HotSauce and it was the best thing ever. What makes HotSauce so good in those nightclub and those bar environments that it really, I mean, every time I hear an experience and I'm in those type of situations, they're like, man, I've tried 3 or 4 different systems. This one's finally the one that works for me. What makes that the difference?
Yeah, it's ease of use. It's a system that they created many years ago that other POSs don't have, and they call it Fastbar. And it's less clicks. When they are packed and they are slammed, they need to not be jumping around to 8 different screens to ring up a Coors Light or a Jack and Coke. I need it to stay on this one screen and bam, 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 I'm ringing it up. I'm grabbing their credit card. I can pre-auth. I can run the card, hand it back to them. And if that person walks out later, I can still charge the card. So a lot of systems can't do that side of it either. So by creating this Fastbar, it now takes 3 steps out of the process from another system to be able to start a bar tab, recall a bar tab, close them out, transfer it onto another tab if needed, or if it's a full service restaurant, start the tab at the bar, transfer to the dining room. So it's really that speed, it's the ease of use, but really it's how quickly the Fastbar goes. And if you talk to any regular bar that's using Clover, Toast, whatever it might be, and show them just that feature, and we do a demo of that, their minds are blown. They're like, oh, well, this is so simple. I wish my POS could have been doing this whole time. So built for that environment. And like you said, in Atlanta, I mean, they're in so many bars and nightclubs. And one that I'm thinking of, Nate, had 27 stations. And I think they're only open like 4 days a week, but they did $500,000 a month, in processing. It's crazy. And they needed that speed.
So specifically, Matt, let's talk about why the server being in the building and not being a cloud-based system, why that makes the system more secure and more stable, specifically for those high volume, high amount of transaction, when you're moving a lot of tickets very fast. What makes that more stable?
That's why POS systems were originally built like that, before all this cloud access and that everything wants, because it's more secure. It's not going to get hacked. You've got an encrypted modem, router, everything's sent, protected by HotSauce, separate from their regular, their internet line. So you've got that, basically that peace of mind and that comfort. Now we're seeing hybrid systems that have software, but then you can access them remotely, but that also gives other people access remotely. HotSauce has developed that, and if people really want to do their reports remotely, things like that, HotSauce has that option now. But we find that people that really like the legacy, it goes faster, it's better, and can run even if the internet goes down. So with a true legacy, if their internet goes down, not only do they still print in the kitchen and run transactions, it can store the cards. It can actually still take credit cards, and when the internet comes back up, then they can force them through. Most cloud systems have or cannot do that at all. And that's a huge issue that, sure, they say they can all run offline mode, but if there's no internet, they're not taking cards. And that's because they don't have that software built in. So yeah, there's still a big need out there for a true legacy software like HotSauce.
Perfect. Let's talk pizza, because HotSauce still, you mentioned in your opening about HotSauce, is still one of our top systems for doing pizza. What are the unique things that it brings to a pizzeria that HotSauce does that makes it a good fit for a lot of pizza places?
Yep, absolutely. And a lot of partners, are under the impression that, every restaurant POS can do pizza. No, that's not the case at all. Pizza is very specific when it comes to left half, right half ordering, how it's going to print to the kitchen, being able to use KDS and kitchen printers and have multiple stations back there, driver tracking and driver routing. That's not normal with most POS, but HotSauce can do it, where I can assign these tickets to this driver and then to this driver. So at the end of the shift, I know exactly what each one's tips are, which ones they took where. Caller ID, that's not normal with most point of sale. So if they want that true caller ID where I don't want to have to ask them for their phone number every time, I want to pop up in the point of sale and boom, my phone number shows up and says Matt Proctor. If I'm already in their system, in their database, it's going to have all my information, including my zip code, my address, so you can confirm my address. If there's delivery fees built in based on where I am, how many miles away I am, those things are very specific. Future ordering. Most systems can't do that. So now I can place an order that I want to pick up lunch for Nate and I tomorrow. I can place that order today in the HotSauce and have it so it prints tomorrow at 11 o'clock at the pizza place, and it's to our door by 11:30, and I can order that today. So these are just very specific things. If you talk to a pizzeria, they're going to ask you those questions. And it's good for you to know, because maybe they're not doing some of those, but that would help their business. And you can ask them, would you like to track your drivers? How is it printed to the kitchen? Would you like to, track some of these things differently or use a caller ID? So HotSauce does all those really well. We've been selling pizzerias for the last 8 years with HotSauce.
Now, Matt, I would like you to give your following answer. I will give it in English. You must give it in Spanish. Is HotSauce
my kids in Spanish is so rusty.
Or Spanish-speaking restaurants, specifically Mexican restaurants, or so we do have a few Spanish-speaking restaurants. So those are a few less. There's Spain, but I'm going to a restaurant in Tacoma called Asado, and I know I talked to the owner just the other day, and he's Argentine, and I could tell that English wasn't his first language, and very likely he could use a POS that was bilingual and had Spanish support. Why is HotSauce right? And I expect this in Spanish, Matt. Okay, you can do it in English if you need to.
HotSauce is muy bueno. It's muy bueno. It's very good. When it comes to Spanish, it's not just about the support. Obviously, the support has to be there 24/7 and be able to handle that language all in Spanish. But the fact that we can do a demo in Spanish, and it's not done by my team, but we are on it, but we have David and their team at HotSauce that can do a full Spanish demo. We're on still to help with hardware and find out what they need as far as the quotes go. But then to program in Spanish, and here's one of my favorite things, they can do it per person. And that's really rare. So I can log in with my employee number and I can see everything in English. Okay. My buddy Jose can log in and he might want to see everything in Spanish. So he's seeing all the different categories and items in Spanish. Or if the owner just wants to mess with their employees, they can turn it on and off. So when you actually enter an employee into the system, you choose right there in their profile if it's Spanish or English. And so that right there, I think is a game changer. If the kitchen staff it still feels comfortable either seeing it in English or seeing it in Spanish, you choose. You can actually have it print in both languages. All right. So instead of just Oros con pollo goes to the back and it can say chicken and cheese, or it can say Oros con pollo. However they want to word it, they can do both. And they can do that per item. So some items maybe are printed to the bar, but the bartender's a bunch of gringos. So we need it going straight English to the bar. Sorry, Nate, we're uncensored. I figure I can say gringo. And then the kitchen, maybe I want it to go in Spanish. So you can have different items going to different printers in different languages. Game changer. That's the support they need.
All right. Now we've built a framework why you should consider HotSauce. But I mean, the last thing is they have been one of the best priced systems we've had for, I forget when we rolled their
Hands down.
Long time. Can you kind of walk us through the current pricing for HotSauce? It's outside of our regular promotion where we do a credit for every 20,000. They are talk us about it. It's a really good deal.
Yeah. So we put together this placement program. I've got my daughter bracelet, daughter daddy bracelet on, Nate. So we put this placement program together 5 years ago now, maybe 6. And this is directly through the manufacturer. Okay, so this is a phenomenal deal, guys. One full HotSauce point of sale station is $449. That's it, $450. Monthly is $69.99, flat. Very cut and dry. Okay, kitchen printers, you either buy them for $400 or they pay $20 a month. All right, most of ours just buy them. With our promotion, all through PayProTec and the POS team, you can get, if they're doing over 20,000 now, instead of just a one credit like for other systems, we will give it to 4 stations, okay, and kitchen printers at no upfront cost. That is ridiculous. So I just had one yesterday we're signing up. That's 3 stations and a kitchen printer. Awesome. Let's get them signed up. Make sure they're on edge, dual pricing between 3.5%, 4%, and it's going to cost them nothing up front. They're just signing our contracts and everything for the monthly. They're signing a 3-year contract for the monthly. Now, there's one caveat to that, guys. Because this pricing is so low, this is forever a placement only. Think of the old contracts with Harbor Touch. Okay? They're never going to own this hardware. If they sell the business or they close down 8 years, 10 years, I don't care. The hardware has to go back to HotSauce. So if you do have a merchant that says, I want to buy this no matter what, then let's look at a different software. That's not available through HotSauce. We rarely run into that. Most of the time, they're like, holy cow, I get a full system for next to nothing up front. Absolutely. And the reason we have a warranty for life is because of this placement program. So if something goes down 10 years from now, we're going to drop ship them a new terminal, a new printer, whatever it might be. You will not find that with any other point of sale company.
I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of the POS Uncensored Nation, it is time for you to go find that nightclub, go find that bar, go find that high-traffic restaurant that's doing thousands of tickets a night, go find that pizzeria that's ready to make sure they have the best system for them, and you can offer them the best deal that you can and beat anyone in that industry, and you can use the POS pros to do it. Matt Proctor, closing remarks on HotSauce, as we called it here in our title, the secret weapon. Why is HotSauce a secret weapon for our partners?
I think this is me personally, guys, selling point of sale for the last decade with our PayProTec family. I think it's the easiest sell. It's the easiest pitch. It's the easiest sell. Whether you're going against a legacy system or you're going up against, Lavu or Shopkeep or some little iPad system. Hey, how would you feel if I get you a nice bigger screen that's meant for this environment for restaurant bars? It might cost you next to nothing up front, and I'll save you all this money on credit cards. Let's go ahead and do a demo, and I'll show you how easy this is now, how fast you can do bar tabs, quickly print to the kitchen, have all this language support. Just a simple pitch like that. And oh, by the way, I've got lots of other POS systems, but this is the one I think could be great for you, and it's very user-friendly. If they're using a legacy system, the switch is like a joke. It's so easy because HotSauce looks like digital dining, future POS, okay? Micros, Aloha, they're all very similar in that layout. So now it's easier to train their staff. It's like, look, this is one of the easiest switches because your staff's already used to what this looks like. They're not having to reinvent the wheel, okay? So the cost and how user friendly it is, the 24/7 support and a warranty on the hardware, boom. They're not going to get anyone coming in and giving them a system with a warranty on the hardware forever. It's unheard of. Easy sell, guys. Don't forget about hot sauce. I should have got my bottle of hot sauce I have in the fridge over there. Easy name to remember.
I should have done. I have whole bottles upstairs, but not in my basement office here in my studio.
Yeah, I didn't even think.
Hey, we'll do that next time when we talk hot sauce. Remember, we're just continuing to walk through all of our different POS systems as we end up the year. And our reminder as I close, if you're watching this before December 20th, our holiday palooza for PayProTec is December 20th. It's going to be, I believe, from noon Eastern to about 2:30. If you missed it last year, we give out tons of prizes. We bring a lot of our staff. Matt Proctor will be invited, and that's not what, but we'll bring some of our staff in. We'll be talking about things.
I hope you'll invite me.
And it's our online. You don't want to miss it. I think we gave over $1,000 worth of prizes last time. I think we're planning on doing more. There's gift cards, there's actual money, there's extra bonuses, there's free hardware, and we are going to have a lot of fun. So remember that December 20th as we celebrate the end of the year and do our Holiday Palooza 2024. And on behalf of Matt Proctor, I'm Nate Manahan. Thank you guys very much for watching POS Uncensored. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See you.